Pregame.com.
Welcome back, Pregame.tv. Steve Fezzik having an epic year. Excited to be back doing football videos, flying solo today. Going to break down one NFL game, and then I'm going to talk about prime time action. All the NFL games going over on Thursday, Sunday, and Monday Night Football and why that is occurring. But first, let's talk about two of the bigger underachieving teams in the NFL. Harbaugh, San Francisco 49ers, off the debacle loss against the Rams as a 10-point favorite, actually closed 11 in some spots. They look to bounce back. They traveled to the Dome to take on Drew Brees and company, who are slowly rounding into form, but have certainly underachieved this year, especially on the road. Line open 3.5 up to 4 to 4.5 right here. And I do have what I feel is a strong best bet free play on this game. Let's start with the 49ers. A lot's been documented about the problems with Harbaugh. I think it's actually worse than what's been reported. I think he is pretty much a lame duck coach at this point. It's clear he had the well-documented instance where Kaepernick wasn't listening to him, kind of walked away, shrugged his shoulders with a disagreement. And here's a team that's just been scuttling, and I think it's locker room problems with Harbaugh, with his senior management. And here's a team that went to 3 consecutive NFC title games, 1 Super Bowl. Lofty expectations, and it's all crashing down upon them. And my experience has been when a team like that is winning, all these other problems go away. Everything's fine. But when they start losing, then all the internal problems and the bickering really hits home. San Fran is a team I'm looking to fade. The stats basically make these teams pretty darn equal, so I'm not going to get there based upon the stats, but I think the situation is really, really good for the Saints. Further, if you look at the Saints right now, they played 5 road games, they played 3 home games, and we all know they can't play on the road. And if you look at it, their 4-4 record, put a big asterisk by it. I'm going to change that 4-4, and I'm going to change it to a 6-2 record, and here's why. They've had 3 home games, wiped out Tampa Bay. Not fair. Workmanlike wins against Tampa Bay and Minnesota, where they won by 10 points in low-scoring games, and they went ahead and pulled away completely against Green Bay. They've done what they do at home. If you did nothing but just play Sean Payton and Drew Brees together at home, all you do is cash tickets. It's something incredible. I don't have the exact numbers in front of me, but something along the lines of 21-1 straight up. They just win in that Dome. That home field advantage, I have it worth 4.25 points, but now that the Saints are starting to rock, it'll increase as the stadium gets louder and louder and louder. We all know that the Achilles heel of the New Orleans Saints, playing on the road, and that's happened and bit them this year. They're 1-4. I can't discount the fact they got crushed at Dallas, a very bad loss. But let's take a look at their other 4 road games. They play Carolina. They completely dominate Carolina last week on Thursday night. So they go ahead and they're on a mini bye here to prepare for this game, which certainly benefits them, more prep time. You look at their other 3 losses at Atlanta. The game is tied with 2 minutes to go. The Saints have the ball on their own 37-yard line. They're about -170. Freeze it. Live wagering. They're a significant favorite. They fumble. They lose. Let's go to Cleveland. They're up 1, 24-23. They have the ball on the Browns' 40-yard line. 2 minutes to play. 1 first down. They win. Freeze it. They're -350 to win that game, at least. In live wagering, they find a way to lose. And then finally, they go ahead and have the game against Detroit. They're up 23-10 with 4 minutes to play. Freeze it. They are about -1,000 at that point to win that game. They give up the 73-yard pass, or whatever it was, to Golden Tate, and they wind up donking off the game. The bottom line is, I understand, I can't discount completely the fact that their defense let them down, and even Drew Brees in the offense let them down in the final 2 minutes of those games. But no way should they be 0-3 in those games. They should be 2-1. And if they were 2-1, right now they'd be 3-2 on the road, 6-2 overall. This is a team that absolutely should be right there with the NFC elite, and their record is a complete aberration. They always kick butt at home. Contrast that to San Francisco, which has been a good road team, has been good getting points. I do think it's a completely different chemistry on San Francisco right now. Lots and lots of problems. You know which direction I'm going. I'm going to go ahead and make this one official. All right, we're on the New Orleans Saints in Drew Brees. We trust with Sean Payton. We'll lay the 4.5 before it goes even higher. Not too concerned about what the number is on this. I'm confident that the Saints are indeed the right side. They wiped out Green Bay, one of the NFC elite teams. They're going to wipe out San Fran, who is not one of the NFC elite teams. And I think the Saints all of a sudden get put into the question of, or the category of NFC contender, especially with all of the trouble that we've seen with all the other teams in the NFC. Here's a team with Green Bay that all of a sudden those two may be surging towards the front of contender status. Seattle, I still have rated as my #1 power-rated team in the NFC, but unclear whether they're going to be able to get home field advantage or even win the division. The Saints are a contender. Back them here. They are a very strong Steve Fezzik free play. I'd hop on that sooner rather than later. Stay with us. We're going to talk about, I'm going to talk about the predominance of overs in Thursday night football, Sunday night football, Monday night football, and why that's occurring. Pregame.tv. Thanks for joining us.